Yo, what up YouTube? And today we have legit split two changes up here, and I'm gonna tell you right away, they're fucking juicy for Fiddlesticks top because, like, unironically, I might be crazy, but Fiddlesticks top will be S tier completely broken next patch, and I would not even be surprised if Riot nerfs it. And through all these changes I will talk you why, items, new changes, even AD carry changes, or like all of that combined, and you will get an image why it's gonna be so strong. So anyways, let's get straight into it. First of all, we have first strike changes. Now, this is huge as fuck, by the way. This is so huge because like going from 7% to 8% is freaking huge. Also, the base gold increased by 10, meaning you will get more gold in early game, and you will get items faster, because, like, personally, the gold you get from mid lane doesn't even matter. Like, this is completely irrelevant. Like, this thing right here does not matter. This is like whatever, completely whatever. With this, more gold early game, you get your items faster. And of course, mid game, you hit your beat ultimate with the new items that are here. You're gonna be one-shotting anyone, even tanks. So really good change, really good change. Like now, you have QE auto, you literally get like around 20 gold from that, 25 gold. Anyways, next up we have Font of Life. Also, I'll only go over the things that impact Fiddle in a way. And I think this rune is good. It allows you to play Resoul 3, meaning you can actually play Aftershock now, because your minor runes are still good. Because it now like heals you now whenever you see an enemy. Meaning, immobilizing is even silence, slow, your Q, all of them, and you heal yourself. Combined with revitalize, yet again, increases your healing. So juicy. Definitely worth it. Also, I'm not gonna go over tank items. Tank items in this one. You can definitely play like some tank sticks as well now, but I think AP is still the best to go. Next up, we have Sudden Impact. Now, I am not sure about this change, to be honest. I am not sure about this change, because when you ult with old Sudden Impact, you got pen. And you had that pen until the end of the combat. Now, I don't know how this works, by the way. Yeah, because, like, I don't know how this works now. Is it like when you ult with Fiddle, you will deal 20 to 80 bonus true damage to everyone getting hit with it within 5 seconds? I mean, yeah, I think this is how it works. Everybody who you hit after your dash gets this amount of true damage. Not a big fan of it. I think I like the old one more, because it was under the end of the combat. You combined it with Sork Shoes, Shadow Flame, you ult, and you got one shot, which is really fucking easily. So yeah, not a big fan of that. Next up we have Ingenious. I mean, I recently started playing it. I took it practically every single time I had Domination 3, because it was looking strong. If you went, which you did in some matchups, you went Zonya first, or even Zonya second, you had this thing, and your Zonya was up really fucking often. Also, your freaking effigies were up more often as well, so you could put more vision down. So yeah, it's a bit sad that this was removed. But to counter that, Eclipse cooldown is higher. What is that? Sundered Sky cooldown is higher, which is good. That's what I like about this. It's mostly aimed at bruisers, in my opinion, because bruisers cooldowns, item cooldowns are like 7 to 10 seconds, something like that. You cannot bring it to 5 seconds now. So that's something I like. It kind of like, yeah, 50-50. It doesn't impact Fiddle as much. So yeah. I'm talking about items. I think instead of Ingenious, you can go Ultimate Hunter now. Legit, people did not know how broken that rune was. It's crazy how broken. And I'm happy people did not abuse it. Anyways, New rune, cashback replaces triple tonic on the first row, triple lemons removed to the second row, and replaces futures market. Now, the fact that it's in the first row is good, because I mean, in top lane, you don't take either of those either way. But what sucks is the rune itself. The rune, I mean, it doesn't suck, but it's not as good as futures market. Why it's bad is because your resets are gonna be so much worse. For example, when you reset with like 1.1 thousand gold, you would get your freaking what do you call it? Lost chatter, or even getting haunting guys, and you can't get it anymore because first of all, you guys know how hard it is to CS with fiddle, right? Which meaning your income from minions won't be as big. Given, I mean, I'll give you average, like, for example, I average about 7 CS per minute in lane. Now, if your CS per minute is even lower, it's gonna be even harder for you to get items. That's like the thing with it. And the 6% is like, you get about 200 gold back, but it's like, when it's your first item, then it's a nerf. But I think after the first item, it's practically the same. You just won't get as much gold. You just won't have as much gold. Like, you get like 200 gold back after your first item. And then your next item, you will have like minus 200 gold. So that's back to the futures market. It only fucks up your first item buy, practically. Personally, futures market, I will take futures market anytime. I will cashback. But it's okay. It's gonna be doomed. We will have to work with it. It's okay-ish, but it's not as good as futures market. That's my overall thoughts about it. Now, let's go Absorb of Life. Now, Overheal was really good on Fiddle. Really, really good. I need to do some testing on how it works, but on paper, if you play Conqueror, or let's say like, you take Precision 3 just skyrocketed for you. Because first of all, you have this rune, then you have Ability rune, you have Last Stand, you combine all of those and you're fucking you're a fucking monster in top line. When you W in a wave, you will legit like combine this with Revitalize. Holy fuck, you're gonna be healing so much, by the way. So freaking much. Like Conqueror, Revitalize, Absorb of Life, Last Stand, all of those, you're fucking strong. You're really strong. Like even Fiddle checkmate or like people diving you is gonna be so much harder, because I know it doesn't seem like a huge difference, but it's good. It makes a huge difference for your lane. When you W in a wave, let's say there are like, usually when you fight with Fiddle, there's a bunch of minions around you. And even when people are coming to 2v1 you just W, you kill like 6 minions. Around that, it gives you about 4 HP, 24 extra HP. Then, okay, let's give it to like 34 because of Revitalize. 34 extra HP plus your W healing as well. And I have had fights where those 30 extra HP makes a huge freaking impact. Like, huge. So I think this is gonna be quite decent. Quite decent. If you don't take that, then I think Presence of Mind is the way to go. Presence of Mind, and you don't build... You just don't have to go Lost Chapter first. Something like that. So, but I think this is good. This is good. Practically a Trundle passive for you. Legend Tenacity removed from the game. Removed from the game. Thank you. Oh, that is so huge. And replaced with Legend Haste. I cannot express how OP this is, by the way. How good this is for Fiddle. Because people used to take Legend Tenacity, go Mercs, and your fear is non-existent. 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 You take this to get 15 ability haste, combined with your, let's say, like Horizon Focus. You have enough, practically. You don't even need Malignance anymore. Because on 2 items, you're gonna have like 40 ability haste, something like that. And if you go like Horizon Focus, you're gonna have 60. And 50 to 60 ability haste was equivalent to Ultimate Hunter last season. This is so good for Fiddle. It's like, It's like, imagine this, imagine this. You have two cars, right? Facing the opposite direction. Two cars facing the opposite direction. And they start driving away from each other. And the distance between them is the good stuff. That's the good stuff, right? Now, if Legend Tenacity was removed, it would be that only one car drives away. Meanwhile, the other car just stands still. The good stuff still comes, but not as much. But now since they added haste, that both the cars are driving, and the good stuff, there's double of it. You get me, guys? You get me what I mean? So yeah, this is really good, really good. Fated Dash is built into Blackfire Dash and Leander's. Now, this is a really good item, by the way. Doesn't stack. This item doesn't stack, unfortunately. So you can only buy one of those, finish an item, and then buy another one. So you cannot buy both of them. But 900 gold. This is gonna be one of your items that you build whenever you're back. Like, this gives you, like, imagine Fated Dashes, Airy, Scorch. You're gonna be so freaking dominant in lane. And you can proc it really easily with Fiddle, by the way. You build this first. I mean, yeah, there's not really much else to say. Because if you play aggro enough in lane, that on your first stack you're gonna have your mana flow band stacked up quite decently. And if you play against the Bruiser. I think this is gonna be your main back now whenever you back as Fiddle. It's really good. Okay, let's move on now to the next item. Verdant Pattern cost reduced by 100. Yet again, really, really good. Now you can buy this thing as well for 1,600 gold. And what is the other item called? The Stopwatch, practically. Stopwatch effect item with 1,600 as well, so they're both equal now. Good, I mean, good for Fiddle. No, nothing else to really say about it. Now, another huge impact for Fiddlesticks top. Huge impact. Now, first of all, let's look at the most important part of this thing, right? Tenacity reduced from 30% to 20%. Now, yet again, less tenacity, your fear lasts longer, you have more opportunities to use your drain. Now, removal with legal, what was the rune called again? Legend Tenacity removed. Tenacity removed from Mercs as well. Absolutely bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. Now, yeah, it gets compensated with 5+5 magic risk, but it doesn't matter. Because, think about it like this way. You CC your opponent, you can deal damage, right? You deal damage. Now, if they have Mercs, let's look at the current Mercs, 30% tenacity, right? You CC them, you won't be able to, like, put your full W off. Now, I don't want to promise anything, but I think with those things, maybe level 2 W will allow you to get a full W off because tenacity. Because if you use your W, it lasts for 1.25 seconds, 0.02. So it's like 0.8 seconds of CC, and then 0.7 seconds remaining, something like that, right? And you just, because champions also take time to do animations, or maybe like even level 3 Q. It's gonna make a huge impact because you have higher chances of getting full reigns off. So that 5 MR doesn't really matter. Yeah, cost is reduced by 100, but it's whatever. I don't really care about this. MR, relevant, cost reduced. Quite relevant as well, to be honest. It's not that big of a deal. Because whenever bruisers like reset, they like cat this pretty much on their first back either way. So, really good change. Tenacity removed, reduced, perfect. Point and click abilities, like it's gonna be like, I can already guarantee if I'm gonna be playing against champions like Darius or maybe playing against Ranger, you know. Holy fuck, they're gonna be so mad, by the way, because Legend Tenacity just doesn't exist anymore. Okay, let's move on to the Blackfire Torch I was talking about later. I mean earlier. Now this item is gonna be your main item on Fiddle, right? You won't go Malignance anymore. And thank God for that. Like, don't get me wrong. Malignance right now is a decent item because of the stats you don't build it because of the effect it gives you. they pull on the ground. You just build it mainly because of the stats and the ultimate haste it gives you, right? It gave you like 45% haste, 45 haste for your ultimate. Now with this, Blackfire Torch, and if you play Precision Tree, you get 40 haste. So pretty much Blackfire Torch and the rune, you already have it in Malignant Swap. And this item is a lot better. But the only thing is that I am not sure about rushing this item yet, because I feel like Liandry just does so much more damage that you just go Liandry first and you go Blackfire Torch second. But yeah, why it's gonna be so strong is because of the passive over here. Blackfire. For each enemy champion, epic monster, and large monster affected by your Baleful Blaze gain 4% ability power. Like, this was the item Fiddle Legend needed, because Malignant right now is complete garbage. Now you have this. I did some testing yesterday, by the way. Blackfire Torch, Liandry, Horizon, Focus, Shadow Flame. You're gonna be amplifying your damage, and like they burn so freaking much that you can even like one-shot a tank from. Like, I ulted a tank who had 3000 HP, 180 magic resist without any magic pen, and I freaking one-shot that guy. Because you just deal so much damage. It's quite crazy actually. But yeah, this is gonna be your main item on Fiddle now with Liandry's. And then another huge change, because like if you played in high elo, people would go this against you, and you would legit practically never get your drain off, even if you ulted. Legit never. Because of the slow resist. It's so good, yeah. Because now your fear is actually you're gonna be able to fear people. Even if they like auto-attack you, that 30-20 movement speed, what you're saying, it doesn't matter. It's completely irrelevant. What made this like strong with Fiddle was slow resist moved. Slow resist. So huge freaking buff to this item. Really strong. So yeah. Fiddlesticks up is gonna be strong. And now we actually go into game and I'm gonna show the items. So let's test out just the damage from Blackfire Torch and ulting one target. So we go here. Let's make it the bruiser. So 70 magic resist. That's like a realistic bruiser right here. So we just ult him. We do R, Q, and W. We are not gonna use E here. So let's say in total 1446. Is it Blackfire Torch, and the item dealt 114. And now we just swap it out for Liandry. So yet again, same combo. Yeah, look. 1582. And the item dealt 195. So yeah, going for Liandry first is gonna be a lot better. And then second item you go for Blackfire Torch. So your build is gonna be Liandry, and then Blackfire Torch. Wait, no, not this thing. Blackfire Torch, and then Stork Shoes. These are gonna be your main two items, and then after that it's gonna be situation items. Because like look at your damage now. So those are two bruisers, 70 MR each. Like, look how much damage you do them. You pretty much just one-shot them without using E. Yeah, 2.273 damage. And then you can combine this with, like, now it just all depends. If you're strong, you are snowballing. And if you're like, let's say, solo AP, you just go Shadow Flame. But most of the games you're gonna go for Crippleum. Because people just have way too much MR. And then either Zonya or Hourglass, Zonya or Shadow Flame, depending which one you need. So like let's go those items. I'll put a point into Q away because I'll put it in D for testing purposes. And then probably like this. Or Horizon Focus, because look at your damage now. Like look how much it's just like those two. Look how much they amplify your damage here. We do this. Like, look at his damage. Horizon Focus on two people. Two people, by the way. 1,100 damage. Like, Horizon Focus is gonna be so strong. Let's look at the stats. And 60 ability haste. So you're not even missing out on ultimate cooldown, by the way, because most of the times ult is gonna be level 11. This it's gonna be 1 minute cooldown, which is equivalent to having Malignance or Ultimate Hunter. And both of like Blackfire Torch and Liandry get amplified as well by Horizon Focus and Shadowfly. So you can just go full burn. Okay, let's make one of them a super tank, something like Ornn, for example. 180 magic resist, for example. Now look at this, look how much damage you're gonna be dealing to them. We wait for first strike. And now we ult them. With the tank. Like, you're practically just one-shotting that guy. And if you one-shot a tank like that... Wait, I think this just does like around 1.8 thousand damage on 2 people. Now imagine you get like let's give it a 3-man ultimate. Let's give it a 3-man ultimate. And let's make this an 80 carry. So it's probably like 2,000. Let's make this like a late game bruiser, 2.7 thousand. Probably, yeah, 2.8 probably like 90 magic resist, and an 80 carry would have around 50, 60. Now look at this. 2.6, 3.3, 3.8. Now we just ult them. And that 80 carry is dead, this guy's dead as well, and tanks are gonna be dead as well in a moment. Let me wait for the burn to be over. 3.5. 4.7, 5.9. Like, these items are gonna be so freaking OP, it's crazy. Because first of all, they are really cheap. With first strike, you're gonna be dealing so much damage. Like, I just love the fact that first strike has 1 extra damage. This is so OP. Because this is like 2.7 thousand. Wait, actually, let's look at it. 2.7 thousand, 2.8 thousand, 2.8 thousand, 8,000. 3,000, and then I mean those 2 items are a bit more expensive, but every single item is gonna be 2.8 thousand. Holy, I love it. I actually love it. In case you have a conk angle, you go Conqueror. Let's say absorb life, Legend Haste, and most probably Last Stand. I think Last Stand is way more valuable than Cut Down. At least the games I played last time, I didn't really see value of Cut Down. Because what you want to do is you're gonna be perma pushing against tanks either way. When you play 2v1, last stand actually helps you a lot. And then your classic Revitalize with Foam Blighting, most probably. And you go this. And the build path is gonna be exactly the same. You go Liandry. But when you play against tanks, the only difference is that you want to build Lost Chatter first, because you'll just run out of mana. And then in lane, when you play Fiddle Checkmate, you're gonna be like staying around here. You press W. You pretty much don't lose a single HP, especially if enemy's trying to trade with you. If your opponent is like somewhere here, you stand here in a wave, you just QW. You can clear the wave, you can like eat the minions as well. You get like around, let's say like 50 to 60 HP back. And even if enemy, what usually people do is they stack a wave. They stack a wave here, then the wave comes until there's like 10 minions here, and then they try to dive you. So what you can actually also do, if enemy moves here, moves up like this, you can eat the minion wave and your opponent, and then you W. You kill the minions if you're low on HP. If you're not low on HP, you don't kill them. You do that. If they try to dive you, you mostly wanna use your fear on the person that is a damage dealer, who has used their abilities. So if this guy comes, used all of his abilities, you wanna fear the guy that is like here. And then you W, because this guy has nothing left anymore. Like, he's just gonna auto-attack you while this guy can still use their abilities. Another example that you can do is you Q the person that has CC. So if they're closing up on you, like this, and you can see that this guy is gonna CC you, you can buffer it, you're gonna get CC'd as well, and then you W, because they no longer have CC. And then again, minions are like around here, you kill them, you get 6 HP back. with Revitalize, you just cannot beat all. Also, last stand, because there's no way people are gonna dive you from full HP. You have last stand, you deal increased damage, which applies to your W, dealing more damage, you heal more. So you just heal so very much. So yeah, that's like a quick good thing as well. How this rune is gonna impact top lane really well. Like even when you're fighting 2v1, right? There is a wave here. You mostly fight inside a minion wave. You just W, you kill the minions. You heal more. You have more outplay potential. That's like that's how that's gonna work. So here is Conqueror as well. But yeah, build wise, the build is gonna be Leandry first. Blackfire Torch. The next item depends, it's probably gonna be either Criplum, Shadow Flame, or Zanya. Of course, there's a world as well where you go like, you go Zanya, and then you go for Blackfire Torch, and then you go like Criplum. Zanya against matchups like Riven, for example, is decent into Jace as well. So it really depends, but yeah, again, like Zhonya first buy, it's only a certain matchup that you can find on the matchups guide. And on Mobile Fire as well, of course, I have marked them down, like Banfin as well. Zhonya first are really good. But the most classic is gonna be Leandry, Blackfire Torch, Shadow Flame, Hourglass, Criplum. And pretty much in like this order. And you can also swap out this as well for Horizon Focus, for more amplifying if you don't need Zhonya. You go like this. I guess you could say full damage because like they're really cheap items. Really cheap items. Or let's say you are low on gold. You go this, and your income is not that great. Then you can go 4-5 and Horizon Focus. Because the damage is still really good. Can I kill this guy? He kills that. Like you can still do really good amount of damage. I want to talk about more about the lethal tempo removal and how does that affect Fiddlesticks. I don't know if I talked about it in the beginning or not, but that is huge, by the way. Lethal tempo remove is so good for Fiddle, you guys have no idea. The way how matchup dynamics work is completely different now. For example, I think you can unironically fist fight people level 1, like Yone, Yasuo, Tryndamere. You just go W start, and you just fist fight them level 1, and you kite back. Here, like, cause like lethal tempo just fucked up the fight so bad. Like you couldn't find Tryndamere, you couldn't fight Tryndamere level 1. But now that it's gone, I think you can legit W start fight Trynd level 1, and you just kite back. Like, I think so many matchups and dynamics is gonna be so different. Okay, let's look here. Which of those? Warwick maybe. Warwick. No, you can't fight Shax. You can still fight Irelia. I mean, Irelia matchup is gonna be actually a lot easier as well. Irelia is gonna be easier. It's still quite easy already. One of my favorite matchups, by the way. What did it about Tryndamere? Oh, here. You can probably fight Tryndamere. You can fight Yasuo. You cannot fight all of it. You should be able to fight Yone. So I think so. There are a few matchups that actually change and get better for you.